Okay, Ms. McKinney, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I am here to try to recoup costs that I've incurred with my daughter.
All right.
She's 9 years old. She's been with me since birth, and I'm paying for everything. I've been doing it all on my own.
All right.
Without a problem, but I've been doing it all on my own.
All right. And when you say all on your own, Dad isn't helping out financially at all?
At all.
Okay. And you said your daughter's 9.
Yes.
Is she involved in any type of extracurricular activities? That word always messes me up.
Yes, ma'am. Basketball, track and field, and tennis.
All right.
Miss McKenna is a mother who has raised her child alone for 9 long years. She came to court seeking fairness, not revenge. Her daughter plays sports and stays active, yet her father has never given any support. Now she refuses to stay quiet. The court is listening, and the next reveal could completely change this case.
Any of those?
No, ma'am.
How much are the fees associated annually with each one of those?
Annually, probably roughly $4,700.
All right. Is Dad aware that she's in these activities?
Yes.
All right. The extracurricular activities, does he attend those?
No, Your Honor.
So he doesn't pay for those?
No.
So what is the backstory? I mean, she's 9, so were you all in a relationship previously? Like, what happened?
We were in a situationship for a weekend.
What in the...
The judge asks a direct question: does the father help with anything? Miss McKinney says absolutely not. Her daughter's sports cost thousands every year, and he contributes nothing. Then she shocks the courtroom by explaining their connection was only a short weekend situationship. Everyone is stunned, and the full story behind that weekend is even more surprising.
And it lasted approximately 72 hours. I was on business in Washington, D.C., and he was there for a teacher's conference. I met him at a nightclub.
Ooh,
and,
I need to be careful what I ask.
Well, listen, the night grew long, and things happened within the next 72 hours.
Okay.
That's the extent of it.
Okay, and you got pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. Was he involved in the pregnancy?
Well, he was definitely there.
Well, no, throughout your pregnancy.
She explains they spent 72 intense hours together during a DCA trip that quickly turned personal. A club, a conference, and then a pregnancy changed everything. From that day, she handled everything alone: no messages, no support, no presence. The courtroom grows quiet as she describes her pain. The judge now wants to know exactly where he was when the baby arrived.
Nothing like that. Did he show up at the hospital?
No, he was late.
Okay. So did you all have a DNA test done?
No.
Does he know he's the father?
He doesn't think that he is, and he's the only Caucasian that I've ever been with, so.
Okay. So that's where the issue lies then. He doesn't
Basically.
believe he's the father, which is why he hasn't given you any money.
But he sent text messages.
When the child was born, she waited for him, but he never appeared. He didn't visit the hospital, sign any papers, or even see his newborn. His reason? He claims he doubts the child is his. She reminds the court he is the only Caucasian man she was ever with. His denial sounds more like an excuse, and his so-called evidence is shockingly weak.
Didn't care at all, he wouldn't send those text messages. Now, he's done that for the past 9 years. I've just never seen any greenbacks to follow those texts.
Okay. So when he arrived at the hospital, did he sign the acknowledgement of paternity?
No, Your Honor. When I meant he was late, the baby was already a week old at the time. I was already at home. We'd left the hospital. That's what I mean by late.
Oh, so he didn't show up at the hospital at all?
Birthday messages don't raise a child. Miss McKinney explains he sends texts but never money. Then the judge learns he never signed a birth certificate or any legal document. It was as if he pretended she and the child didn't exist. Now it's his turn to speak, and the courtroom mood shifts quickly as tension rises.
Exactly.
Well, I was hoping you would be able to help me, first and foremost, establish paternity.
Okay.
At this point.
All right.
And
we would definitely have to do that before any child support takes place.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, that's pretty much it. I've just been doing everything on my own. In my heart of hearts, I know that he is the father. I have no doubt. I'm just needing assistance.
Okay. All right.
She isn't here to chase money. She wants clarity and accountability. After years of silence, she asks for a paternity test to prove the truth. She knows he is the father, but science can force responsibility when words fail. His time to explain has arrived, and he has plenty to say or avoid.
Now, let me be clear in my questions, because I just realized that I probably shouldn't have asked that question like that. Now, bypass all the 72-hour stuff that she talked about, right? Mm-hmm. Now, she's pregnant.
She was.
Okay, you were not involved in that process at all in terms of the pregnancy.
Look, let me just start off by saying that most of what she said is essentially true, although there's some giant omissions in there and some things.
The father steps forward and confirms much of her story, yet insists something is missing. He claims she left out important details and suggests she is hiding more. The courtroom waits for whatever twist he is preparing to reveal, and his version of events promises even more conflict.
That amount of time, yes,
Okay.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't want to know any specific details about that.
I'm not here to give you the details of it. I'm just here to tell you that we were in an intimate relationship on and off for about 72 hours, yes.
Okay. So, after you found out she was pregnant, what happened?
Well, first let me add some context to everything before I answer that, Your Honor.
He admits the 72-hour relationship happened but quickly shifts attention elsewhere. When asked what he did after hearing she was pregnant, he dodges the question. Instead, he says she earns more money than he does. The judge notices the deflection. Then he brings up her career in an attempt to reshape the entire conversation.
I make about $60,000 a year. I don't know the exact figure of her annual income, but I know it's a lot more than that. She's in far better position to support her daughter than I would be, and what she's asking for.
You said her daughter, so you truly don't believe this is your child?
I am willing to accept that it may be, but we've not done a DNA test. What she said about being only with one Caucasian man, I have no way of knowing if that's true. She's lied before to me. So don't take, she was honest with a lot of the stuff she's.
He argues she has a better job and lifestyle, suggesting she doesn't need support. But when the judge asks directly if he believes the child is his, he hesitates. He answers, maybe, blaming his uncertainty on her honesty. Then he reveals another child he recently had, creating even more confusion and tension in the courtroom.
I have a newborn son, and with my fiance.
Congratulations.
What does that have to do with this?
I allowed you the opportunity to speak. This is his time.
Yes,
and now
ma'am.
I asked you, was there anything else you needed me to know before I moved over to
But I
him?
already know he's going to push my buttons.
Okay, well, just sit there and don't let him push your buttons.
Okay.
That's easy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can do that.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead.
So I have a newborn son with my fiance, and I know that he's my son for sure, and I know, and
How do you know for sure?
Because he's white.
He says he knows his new baby is his because the child is white, using skin color as his proof. The courtroom erupts. Miss McKinney reacts instantly, and emotions explode across the room. The judge tries to calm everyone, but the moment becomes unforgettable. This case has now turned into an emotional battlefield.
Because the woman who gave birth to him has been with me and only me for the past 3 years now. That's how I know that he is my son. And he does, despite being a newborn, having a little newborn face, he does look like me. I can tell. So, but anyway, what she's asking for, she does not need financial compensation from me to support possibly our daughter. And the other factor she didn't take into consideration.
Wait a minute. Did I hear that right? Let me rewind.
Yeah, he said need.
I'm
sorry.
Let me rewind.
He praises his new son's features and insists they look alike. He claims Miss McKinney doesn't need child support because she's doing well. But the judge reminds him that support is a legal duty, not charity. The judge rewinds the conversation and delivers a statement so strong the entire room falls silent.
so much more than me.
Right. So even if it is your child,
Right.
she still doesn't need to get money from you?
In my opinion, this is what she's doing here right now has nothing to do with needing money. It has to do with jealousy. She's trying to interfere with my relationship with my new son and my fiance.
Baby, I care less about that, okay? Two things for certain, one for show. I care less about that.
Excuse me? I thought we weren't going to allow him to push your button.
I left one button out. I'm sorry.
I've got buttons.
Well, I've gathered all my buttons, and you ain't going to push
Well,
it.
I've got a whole control panel.
Excuse me. The only person that's going to be...
He suddenly claims she is jealous and wants to ruin his peaceful life. Miss McKinney tries to hold herself together, but pressure builds. The judge warns her to stay calm or risk losing her case. The atmosphere turns explosive, and it feels like someone is about to break under the stress.
It's me.
I'm trying not to press his head.
Well, we're definitely not going to do that because then the bailiff will have to escort you out, and then I'll more than likely dismiss your case. So that wouldn't be a good thing, right? Ultimately, the both of you are here for one thing. You all want to find out if he is indeed the father of your daughter. Is that correct?
Yes, sure.
Seems like a weird place to do that. I don't see a DNA kit anywhere nearby.
Oh, now you're challenging her circumstances.
We do that in a different area.
Stupid.
We have, excuse me, that wasn't very nice.
The judge stops the chaos and reestablishes control, reminding everyone that he is the only authority in the room. He brings the focus back to the truth. With a DNA test now ordered, the situation moves forward quickly. But then the father starts showing disrespect toward the court, testing the judge's patience.
All right, so this is what we are going to do. We are going to reset this pending DNA results. Now, if for any reason the child does come back, well, the DNA test does come back and you are the father, you will have to start paying child support, being ordered today, all right?
Can I respond to that, Judge, if I may? We were in what amounted to a long one-night stand. We never committed to ourselves.
The judge postpones the case until DNA results arrive. Before things settle, the father tries one more excuse: they were never in a relationship. As if that erases 9 years of ignoring his child. The judge immediately rejects that argument, but the father seems ready with yet another excuse.
Birth until like a week after it happened.
Lies.
No, I was never told that.
Excuse me, Miss McKinney.
Yes, Your Honor. It's the lies.
It's the buttons. Woosah. Okay? Now, to your point, I was looking here through this Texas family code looking for where it says that you have to be in a relationship with somebody to not have to pay child support, and it doesn't exist.
He claims he never knew she gave birth, blaming miscommunication. The judge pushes back hard, asking where the law says you must be in a relationship to support your child. It doesn't. His past choices are catching up with him, and the courtroom sees right through his attempts to escape responsibility.
Be my faulty memory, but I never entered into this relationship with any intention.
Even still, let's just be clear. Birth control or not, a 9-year-old child is here. These are the facts. A 9-year-old child is here who deserves support, not only from her mother, but from her potential father as well. So we are going to reset this matter, get some DNA testing done. So to my original thought, if you are the father, you will start paying child support being ordered.
He brings up birth control, but the judge shuts that down immediately. A 9-year-old child exists, and responsibility cannot be avoided. The judge orders immediate DNA testing. If he is the father, support starts now. The truth is only moments away, and the tension builds with every second.
You can come back to court and petition as many people. Now, don't take that offensive. I'm not saying that you just been with everybody or anything like that, but you can come back and petition as many people as necessary, because this child, as I just stated, deserves to have the support from not only her mother, but from her potential father as well. So, do you all have any questions about what you're going to do?
No, Your Honor.
No.
No? Okay. And you have to make your daughter available for testing as well.
She's available.
Okay.
She's here.
Okay. So we can go ahead and get that taken care of today.
Oh, yes, we could.
Okay, so we'll reset y'all.
Thank
The judge delivers the final message clearly: if the DNA shows he isn't the father, she can petition the correct man. But if he is, support begins today with no more excuses. This child deserves answers and stability, and she will finally receive both. If this story moved you, share your thoughts and follow for more real courtroom moments.